Hey everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and I'm really excited about today's video. We're going to be taking a look at a bunch of crossover subs. So these are 9 coins that were originally in NGC, SEGS, ICG, and maybe one other holder. And we're going to see how they fared when we sent them to PCGS. This one was made possible by Gary from World Class Coins, so thank you so much for sending this submission back to me. And then we'll tack on a few other coins in another submission that we got back. But this comprises 2 submissions, and like I said, there's some 3-legged buffalo nickels, there's some mint state 3-cent coins, a lot of interesting stuff, and I'll be going over what the original grade was, what I would grade it at, which will be kind of pretty variable, but I'll also give you a chance to kind of think about how you would grade the coin, and then after that we'll look at them and see how they did. So let's get right into the coins. And now it is time to get this box open. And now all we've got left is the tape, so I'll peel that back and get started. And we've got some special packaging that I'm going to try not to mess with too much. I'll just be unveiling the coins, and hopefully you will believe me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins over here. Some of this packaging includes the original holder that some of the coins were in. So, for example, here we have an 1882 3-cent nickel that used to be Mint State 64 from ANACS. We'll see how that holds up. It looks like, I'm trying to see what this is. Some of this, so that means did not cross. So it looks like our 1937D Buffalo nickel did not cross, but anyways, we'll be checking it out. This isn't the sort of thing, this was a cross submission that I'm super familiar with in terms of how, the process works. So we'll kind of be figuring that one out. But I've got the coins in front of me, so I'm just going to go from the left. Trying to think how to do it. I haven't seen the grade on this one. So this one looks like it is an 3-cent nickel. We'll see if it's the 1882. It is. So it's now in the PCGS holder, and like I said, I think it looks like a really good-looking coin, but it's a little bit different when I know what the original grade was in terms of predictions. So I'm just going to kind of let you take a good look at it. And I guess you know that it was originally a 64 as well, but we'll see. We'll peel back and see that it did cross to the Mint State 64. So that one was originally ANACS, and they agreed with the grade on that one. So we'll put that down. We'll go to our next coin here. This one looks like there's multiple buffalo nickels, and we'll see which one it is. That is a 1915, so that's in really nice shape. I actually have decided I'm not going to look anymore at the initial grade for this. I think that looks like a Mint State 64 or so to me, but maybe I'm way off. Maybe it's higher. And it looks like it's a 1915D, so we'll take a look at the grade. 62, okay. And now I will tell you what the original grade was. Obviously, I'm not the best grader from that, but that was also a Mint State 62 in a SEGS, SEGS holder. So, interesting. Often people say, hey, some of the non-PCGS grading companies really are not that reliable. Well, on a lot of coins, they come up with some pretty reasonable valuation. Now, this one, it looks like an S towards the bottom of the coin, 1921S, so that's somewhat of a key date. I don't know, this might be like an XF, somewhere in the XF range would probably be my initial impression, but maybe I'm way off. It actually, no, that's probably like maybe a 35. I'm terrible at grading buffalo nickels, because the back actually looks pretty worn, but we'll see what the grade is. VF30, okay, very nice. So, it's definitely, I said 35, maybe 40. Ended up being a 30, but let's see what the initial grade was. A VF20. Wow, so this one actually, NGC called this a VF25, came back a 30 from PCGS. So that's for sure a successful submission, and that's a very nice coin. I think I've nickedated a few 1921S, but obviously that's not nearly as valuable. Let's see, so this is in a holder here. That's clearly not it did not cross. Whatever this was did not cross. And I'll just let you take a look at what the coin looks like. 1887 looks super sharp to me. I don't know. This one might look like a 64 or 63, something like that. I'll, take a look at the holder. ICG mint state 63. So they must have thought that this was more of a 62. Maybe there's some scratches. I thought most of those scratches were on the holder and not the coin itself. But maybe there's also, it has to do with what's on the back there being a little bit of almost a chip or something. But ICG in this case, not going to cross. I would say traditionally ICG is thought of as the number 4 grading service with just what I've heard. I personally don't have tons of experience discerning here, but that ICG is a significant step down from ANACS, which and then PCGS and NGC are competing. I probably normally go with PCGS, but not always. It looks like there's 2 coins in here that also did not cross, and so I'll probably take those out and just show them to you in a moment, as well as this one, which also I'll let's take a look at the coin inside. So I'm going to try to not reveal the grade initially. But this one, another 3-cent nickel. This one looks a little more worn from the back of it, but maybe the front's nice. So there are some kind of scratches there. I would probably call this like a 61 or a 62. Let's see what 1888. And they're saying this NGC mint state 62 did not cross over. Yeah, there are some scratches, and I've heard that nickel is, unless that those are die breaks, but I think that those look like scratches. Yeah, those are scratches, I'd say. Nickel is a harder material, so they're generally less forgiving. But yeah, this one also not going to cross over to the PCGS plastic. There are 2 others. Looks like I guess the way we'll do it is first we'll take a look at the other 2 coins that did not cross over in this batch. So I'm just going to open this. It might take a little while. And as I was pulling them out, I wanted to get them in a way where they would not unveil the grade. Oops, so I did over here. Well, we'll see. So that is very nicely toned. It's got a good original look to it, but this is I don't even know what grading service this is. They're claiming that it's mint state 64. PCGS clearly does not agree. This is from the PCI. I've heard of them, but I don't know, maybe that's professional coin identification, something like that. But this, kind of funny that it's even in there. I would probably assume that a mint state 63 here would be more valuable in the PCGS than the PCI 64, but did not cross. So that's good to know. PCI is definitely even a step. SEGS, sometimes you see coins in, but really you probably want to avoid PCI and SEGS when you're grading coins. And then this one is another Buffalo nickel. It doesn't look super... I would say that this is like I don't even know. Maybe I can't tell if it's mint state or not. I would probably lean towards no, just because it looks like there's a little bit of circulation kind of on the horn, but then especially back here, kind of along the bison. But maybe it's like a mint state 61 or 62 that's dull. I would probably go more like AU 55, something like that. It's a good looking coin, but this is the 3-legged Buffalo. You want to look for that missing kind of, I'll flip this one around, that missing front hoof. Very, very cool. It's, I've seen these in person, but it's not like I see them every day. So let's see what the grade is. And it's going to be an AU 58, the 3 legs from NGC, and apparently, well, maybe PCGS would agree with me that maybe it's an AU 55 or something even below that. But so that is there. We've got 7 coins. We've got 2 to go that successfully crossed over. So now it's time to find out what those ones are. This one is a super shiny. Is that even a proof maybe? We'll see in just a moment. 1927. Maybe it's one of the satin finish types, or maybe it's just a really shiny coin. But this is, wow, I don't even know how to grade that. I'll let you give your opinions, but that looks like more uncirculated than average. Yeah, maybe it is that 27D satin, but mint state 63. Okay, so it held up. I'm just looking here. Yeah, it held up from the original holder, which was NGC. And so I'm trying to think what the last coin was originally submitted as, and that is going to be this looks like a 3-cent coin, and I actually saw the grade just there. So 1872, let me know what you think of it, but this one successfully crossed over from NGC. There's a little bit of a spot there, so a little marking, but nothing too bad. And the rest of the coin looks pretty attractive overall. And it's going to come in at a mint state 63. So very interesting results. I mean, we had 4 coins. I'll zoom out a little bit. We had these 4 coins did not cross. So ICG was 0 for 1, good for a 0% acceptance rate. We had, let's see, PCI went 0 for 1 for a 0% acceptance rate. Then we had this coin, I believe. Let's see, where was it? This coin showed that SEGS actually went 1 for 1. And the last time that we tried to cross something, it was originally, I think it was 1853 over 2. This was with the Happy Coin shop. 1853 over 2 coin came back damaged, AU damage, after being an AU50 SEGS holder. So 1 for 1 for SEGS, though that was somewhat of an upset. And then NGC was more well-liked, I guess, because they had 2 coins that did not, but it was a larger sample size, 4 of their coins, and obviously there's some subjectivity, so maybe these wouldn't cross back to NGC. You never know. But 66.7% of the NGC coins successfully crossed over to PCGS. So anyways, thanks again to Gary for making it happen, and I will look forward to maybe making some more content with him in the future. And I almost forgot, I have a little bit of extra content that I'm just going to throw in. It's a 2-coin unboxing for me that I did a little bit of a while ago, and you'll see how it went. And here we've got this box from PCGS. Really excited to open it up. $17.99 drape bust dollar and an 1858 Flying Eagle cent are going to be inside. So really hoping for some good grades on here. The dollar is on commission. The cent is mine, so we'll see how we do. And this is very interesting. I've never seen the packaging like this. I expected to get a holder back, but it looks like we've got 2 kind of individual boxes. So I'll pull these out and then obviously open them on camera shortly. And I'm going to see how easily the tape comes off. Would be great if we could get the boxes intact. I always like to have kind of boxes laying around that are good for storage. And it actually looks like it's 1 large box, so that's kind of interesting. But it's kind of a maybe makeshift holder. I want to get the grades. I think that this will go here, so we'll go this way first, and that is a bummer. So I'm expecting this one, and we'll just see. It's also genuine, not gradable, but I didn't think that this one, well, I kind of expected it to come back some type of damage, but it's a pretty nice looking coin. 1858, it's going to say surfaces smooth to AU detail. Okay, that is kind of a bummer. But I'm trying to think how much money. I think it was worth maybe sending in. I mean, probably not. Would have been a lot better if it had come back straight graded. So actually, that's kind of a disappointing result there. But I wasn't sure if the coin had something funny going on with it. This one, though, could be pretty good. This one is $17.99, and I'm going to not show the grade. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. And I can't tell. I think that this one's probably VG details. But it's a pretty nice coin. Interesting black streak there. But it's, for somebody who's looking for like a typeset or something, I think it would be a great pickup for them. Probably going to be cleaned. And, oh, we got a VF details. So I think that could be worth a little bit more than I expected it to be. Definitely over $1,000. And I'm going to be making money. I sent it in for somebody and we'll sell it and I'll get a commission. So I'll see what I can do on it. But that's actually a grade that I'm happy with, because I think that will mean that I'll be getting maybe not $100 extra, but a little bit more than I had expected. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to subscribe to Treasure Town, as well as like and comment. Check out my other platforms like my website, treasuretownYT.com. Also some information if you're interested in supporting the channel. Then I also have an Instagram at TreasureTownYT, Twitter at TreasureTownYT, and Facebook Treasure Town. So maybe I'll see you on some of those other platforms, and have a great day.